Dimp Digital Presents Idle Game Chat.
Hello, Apps here from Dimp Digital. Welcome to Idle Game Chat. This is the weekly video games podcast where we give our impressions of the games that you can play today and react to the latest news from the wonderful world of video games. We're here every Monday on your favourite podcast app and YouTube, absolutely free. This week, I'm joined by the three-time Dimp Digital Gaming Quiz champion, Mr. Tom Adkins, not Adcock. How's it going?
Back from the dead.
Back after his Easter break, and then actually next week I think it's another bank holiday, so it's
Is it really?
so it's feet up again.
Cool.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
May Day. So there'll be a classic episode in the feed for you, lovely people. Not a live one, cool. And there'll be another one in May as well. So
cool.
two weeks off. People getting stung out of their Dimp content, and I say, well, if you want more, put hand in pocket. Go to twitch.tv/dimpdigital, subscribe to the channel there. You get this live as it goes up, as we do it, or patreon.com/idle game chat. And then you can request that we do more shows, and even if there is a bank holiday, and we'll probably refuse that, to be quite honest. It's been a little while since we had you on.
Cool, yeah.
Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, well, Adkins ain't been on for 3 weeks or so, or whatever it is. He's going to come back with loads of games that he's been playing. I bet he's been playing the bollocks out of his PS5 and his Series X and his Switch and his PC. That's what we've given him a break for. But I'm hearing that's not what's happened. You've been snarled up in a TV show.
I have played 100 hours of game,
Right.
on one game. And that is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yes.
I've basically been living like a Viking for the last 4 weeks. And I've managed to absolute fucking blow through all 6 seasons of the TV show Vikings as well.
How many episodes is that? Because it like gets
90,
silly, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's like the last 3 seasons are 20 episodes each. Let me just get that wiki. I think it's 90 odd. But they're only about 45 minutes long. But so it's probably, I don't know, 80 odd hours.
Yeah.
Less than that, maybe. Vikings TV. So yeah, and that was breaknecked. That was.
Well.
Is this the one? No, this ain't the one.
What, there's 2 shows called Vikings?
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Oh, this is history. They're 89 episodes. So yeah, maybe 70 odd hours. And I managed to absolutely, it's a made up maths. But yeah, so that is literally, I've done nothing but watch that show and then play Valhalla.
Which is Vikings, the game, basically.
Vikings, yeah, it essentially is. Which is annoying, though, because I probably played about, I don't know, maybe 60% of that game before watching this Vikings TV show. So I had no pre-knowledge of the Viking history. And then 6% away in, I'm like, right, all these characters from this film, TV series are in this fucking game, right?
Are they actually? Is it pretty?
Yeah, well, it's not point on point. It's set after
Lots of.
So there's crisscrossing, but yeah,
you can tell who's who sometimes, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
Interesting. That's because I'll finish Valhalla, and I've watched season 1 of Vikings, and I'll finish it off probably later this year. So it'd be interesting to see when I spot those characters. So you've been playing a bit of Valhalla. High level thoughts? Good, bad, indifferent?
Yeah,
big boy.
To be honest, like it's too fucking long. It's too long, but I did really enjoy it. I really like 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Certainly since then, it's the best, I think, out of the lot.
Since they changed to that it's one of the better ones.
Definitely,
I think anyway. So
there's a lot of repetitiveness in just clearing down the sections of England and whatnot. But
lovely country.
Yeah, it's just fun to go around and just a decent environment, and the story is good.
Yeah.
No level game, which was our biggest problem of Odyssey.
Yeah.
So it's all round thumbs up to me. It's just too long. If it would have cut some of the fat off, it could have been the perfect Creed. But yeah, very enjoyable. Probably like normally I couldn't give a shit about the DLC, but it's actually got me sniffing.
Yeah, there's lots of it.
But yeah, just that Viking setting is very good. It sort of lends really well to the Creed line.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Hearing
certainly since the Origins kind of departure, where they went in a bit of a different direction of it. That's the best one.
no,
Valhalla is anyway. But then before that, it's probably going back to Black Flag. But you know what? I think if I played Black Flag now, went back, 'cause it's quite a different style of game then with the combat and whatnot.
yeah, combat, the story.
Might struggle. Don't know. Be interesting.
Funny enough, Yellow Boots has been playing through Unity, which he really likes.
Yeah.
And I had a go on that. Fuck me, I was dreadful.
Really?
I got my ass whipped just because it's so. Yeah, the Unity, the worst, probably the worst, maybe the worst one.
Has he played any others, Yellow Boots?
Yeah, he played. The first one he ever played was Syndicate, and he thought that was amazing.
Right.
He went from Syndicate to 2. Then he played through 2, and then he went to Unity. No, 4. No, he went to 4 actually, and then he got stuck on the ship. He couldn't really deal with the ships, so I had to go around there to help him get through that. And again, I was like, "Fucking hell, what is this?" And then, yeah, then recently I found like Unity for like £1 on CD keys, and he bought that, and he played that to completion. He loved it.
Jesus.
I was like, right, well, so yeah, that is the sort of battle of to. But yeah, just going back to that old, almost like Batman Arkham Knights combat, wasn't it? That sort of free flow combat.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's very different, but yeah, it's less of an RPG. Like this game lends it so much like Witcher these days. Now it's a more RPG, big open world. I mean, they've always been open world, but it just feels like a more living world and you can interact with, rather than it was just go here, go there. It's even though it's an open world, it felt very linear in the older games. I felt.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Valhalla very good, very long, but yeah, get on it, fucking get Viking, drink,
get
rape,
Viking.
pillage. That's all I've been doing.
Yeah, that can't be a healthy lifestyle. That's for sure.
It's not.
So this is our, I guess, the gaming hype list check-in episode.
Cool.
So those that can remember as far back as January. Actually, I think it was the first show of the year. It would have been.
Cool.
We did a hype list of 20 games that were coming out. Well, they weren't all. I think actually all of them at some point were scheduled for 2021, but we didn't make a hard and fast rule and say it has to be this year. This is a list that will live on over the years. So we put together and ranked the 20 games that we're most looking forward to. So we're going to revisit that because some of the games have come out. I think we added on Monster Hunter Rise in February after we'd got through Iceborne and whatnot. And we had a couple of games that came out. So there's one space left if we leave what's on there still alive. And then we can obviously reformat and change things. But as we are, here is the rundown of the list. Top of the block, God of War Ragnarok. Now, it ain't coming in a month for Sundays, but it's still top of the block because of the pedigree. That's what we decided back in January. Then we got Horizon Forbidden West. Then we got Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8. I don't know which one it's called. I don't know if it's called 8 Village or Village 8 or just called Village. Someone please find that out for me. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Gotham Knights, that was you. Breath of the Wild 2. Final Fantasy 16, Monster Hunter Rise, which is out now. So actually, just looking at that, that's got to come out. So that's actually 2 new games we've got to put on.
Cool.
Which could cost. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Dying Light 2, Avowed, Far Cry 6, another Adkins initiative, Halo Infinite, Hogwarts Legacy, Beyond Good and Evil 2, The Callisto Protocol, Fable, and then Kenner Bridge of Spirits. So, not a terrible list, I don't think.
No.
There's been a few changes, I think, and a few bits and pieces that might drop off. But given what we've got there, is there any, before we add anything, are we happy with, say, the top 5 even. Is
Top,
God of War still the big daddy? Is Horizon
yeah,
still second? And Resident Evil third? And Ratchet fourth?
yeah. Well, we were talking about this off air, discussing whether to take off games that have been delayed from this year, but we came to a good conclusion that no, we won't, because hype will still be at a high. However, they will drop. So I'm happy with the top 5.
Yeah.
Um, 6, however, though, is Gotham Knights, which we do know has been delayed till
Yes.
next year. So that being in mind, yeah, as much as I still am hyped for it, the fact that I know I ain't getting it for another, like, you know, even if it comes out January, so I still ain't getting it for another sort of fucking, 8 months. Um, yeah. So the hype does drop down for me for that. But top 5, yeah, that's fine. Obviously providing they're all coming out this year, which I doubt they are.
Yeah.
But certainly we're round the corner from Resident Evil. There's been nothing about Ratchet, so that's due on course, and Mass Effect's right around the corner as well. So yeah, top
Yeah.
5 happy as, and in those positions as well.
Yeah. I'd say I've called off. I think I said to you, I called off on Mass Effect Legendary Edition a
Oh
little bit.
really? Oh,
And
I've gone up.
it's really because I don't think I'm going to get it day one anymore.
Oh no!
In a shock. Well, one thing is that May could potentially have 2-3 good releases, which we haven't been spoilt with for a long time. Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village is almost a lock at this stage, providing nothing goes terribly wrong. Although the way they've done the demo on the timings, I'm tempted to fucking strike it off the list, if I'm honest.
Banished them.
You explain to me what they've done, because I still don't know if I can play it or not. I've missed the first one.
I missed the first one too. So
Bloody hell.
I think, as far as I'm aware, there is PlayStation exclusive demos. There's 2 demos. One you play in a little section of the village, and one of the castle. And what they've done is they've limited those to half-hour play times.
Yes.
In a 48-hour window. So, yes, I think as of yesterday, you could play the second demo,
Which is
which is the
Castle.
castle demo,
Yeah.
for half an hour. But you have to have a PS5,
Yes.
and you have to play it on these days. You can't install it and play it tomorrow.
That goes. It'll be gone. By the time this podcast airs, it'll be gone.
Is it really? I know there's a random time.
I think so, yeah.
I haven't played the second one either. I was like, right. But then on the first to the 2nd of May, which is next week, then you can play both of the demos for an hour long.
Yeah.
But you can only choose one section. You can only play. So you have to. This is worse than the Nintendo Splatoon set hours. It is so
Backwards.
fucking shy. Yeah, it's an odd. I don't get what they're doing. Like, I get that they've got like not an exclusivity deal, but you get these sort of favoured deals. I feel like Assassin's Creed have it with Xbox.
Yeah.
It's these sort of backdoor bandit
little marketing job.
Marketing
They
deal,
say, we'll sling you a couple of mil. We'll have the demo.
Yeah,
it'll be PlayStation logos whenever the trailers air on the internet or on the telly. Thank you very much, and then that's what you get. I don't know who came up with this timing bollocks though.
No, so I feel that this is what's happened. They've gone, right, PlayStation have got this little market deal. We need to sort them out. Let's give them a demo, but the fans are going to kick off. So they've gone, right, let's make it a fucking mental, a shit demo. I don't know, but some idiot, do you reckon this is old, what's his name, Ian? No, not Ian. What is it? Who's that marketing bloke?
Oh, Alan. Yeah, this is classic Alan tactics.
Classic Alan tactics, not Ian.
Not Ian. Ian was sacked long ago when he launched the PS3. Alan got installed after that stage. But yeah, this is classic Alan, unfortunately. He comes up with these harebrained schemes and laughs. I mean, not being funny, it feels like it's built a bit of hype. People are talking a lot about Resident Evil, but I just want to play the fucking demo. And I missed it, and then I was like, I don't want to play the second one, not the first one. Then I thought that you could play both in this
Right.
this next unlock,
No.
but you're saying you can only spend an hour in one. And I've heard that both of them can be completed in like 10 minutes
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing. So why do you need an hour?
I don't know, but yeah, you have to. I'm pretty certain that's what that is the truth. That you have to decide which one you're going to play, and you can't mix and match.
Oh, disgraceful.
I've watched both demos now, and if you're going to play the Village one, that seems to be the better. Especially if you've already played that walkthrough
Yeah.
that we got. It was a nice visual one, so I'd go Village. There's a bit more bollards to it. You can do more stuff, but yeah, it's weird. And also, I noticed as well, if you get half hour, and then if you can complete the demo, say you complete in like 19 minutes, then you'll get like an extra 11 minutes to go back through it again, and it will just shut off like wherever.
If you die, does it end? Is it like the Resident Evil 2 demo where it was one shot?
That's a good point, actually. I haven't seen anyone die. It could be interesting though, because imagine that, just the first
locks your account out of it.
and
then it'll lock you out the fucking full game as well and go, well, you died in the demo, so
yeah, exactly.
You can't even play it. Fucking Capcom.
But yeah,
backwards cunts.
Mental. Yeah, they are mad backwards cunts, to be fair,
for doing that. So that's Resident Evil. I mean, it can stay in free for me.
Yeah, free. Yeah, I'm hyped for it, definitely. And when is this next? It's like a couple of weeks now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not long.
Something, but
not long whatsoever. Looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the top 5 can leave. Like I said, I've called off on Mass Effect simply because I'm most likely to be playing Resident Evil by then. Maybe one other game which we'll get to, which could push Resident Evil back at some point. But the other thing that's called me on it as well is that EA. Okay, so it will end up on Game Pass 6 to 9 months down the line.
Oh, that's true.
It'll be one of those jobbies. So,
disaster.
Do I need to be paying full whack for 3 games that are fantastic, great, one of the best trilogies ever made in my view? But I'm pretty sure I can wait to play those again, like another few months, and not have to fucking pay for them. So that's the only thing that's called me on it. It's not really anything to do with the game. Although I saw a new side by side, like comparison, and in some areas it looked worse, which concerned me.
Yeah,
like they've lightened a lot of the areas up, I guess to show off, I don't know, new textures or whatever, but it didn't look as good as I perhaps thought it was going to be. But I like some of the changes they've mentioned around Mass Effect 1, trying to bring it more into 2 and 3. So that's
one I'm more intrigued about.
That's the one that was... I had a fine playing it back in the day. I didn't really think any different of it, but going back to it, good lord. Good lord.
Yeah, that's concerning now. Just didn't even think about that, about the EA striker deal.
No, so it will be on there, so it kind of makes sense to not commit. Just so I can hold off. I've been waiting, in 10 years for this, so I can wait 10 more months, I think, for Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And a lot of people are excited by it, though. So we'll leave those 5 alone for now. Gotham Knights is the big one because that's been kicked out of 2021 into 2022. It's one of your ones that you wanted up the list. I mean, is it going to get dropped off the list altogether or just bumped down? Because there's...
Don't know. Well, we know... No, I don't know. It's definitely going to go down because... So I'm looking at the list on my phone.
Yeah. It's not texting.
Not texting or looking at nudes.
Again.
It will go down, but I feel we know more about it than, say, Fable or the Callisto Protocol because we've seen more. We've seen gameplay. We don't know really how those two are going to function. We have good guesses, but so that's still increasing hype. But the fact now that we're we know that's not coming until next year, so we haven't even got to think about that game now for another 8 months at least. That does. That is a
coster. So, shall we dump it? I'm just having a look where... Okay, it's your baby, really, this one. I'm looking at sort of only a few places down. There it is.
So I'm not looking at anything else.
For the next one, because we do live stream this mostly, I will set up a Hall, actually, as he's producing the episode today, will set up a nice overlay with these lists so people that are watching can see it.
Yeah.
So he will do that for the next one, which will probably be after E3. Well, there is going to be an E3, isn't there? So there'll be something there. So I'm thinking maybe drop it kind of down to...
Certainly down to the final quarter.
You give me a number.
15. Put it there.
So above or below Beyond Good and Evil? Above that.
Because of the 15th is going down as well.
That's all getting pushed down.
Yeah.
Right. That's that.
So
Any others that need dealing with? Hogwarts Legacy is probably another one.
Yeah, that's another one. That can pretty much come off, I think.
Oh.
If that's... Yeah, because we're not thinking about that. I'm interested in it as an RPG. I'm not overly amazed by the franchise. I've watched all the films or not, but I am quite intrigued by the game. However, we haven't been given a new date, just 2020. So, fuck the fucking Wizards. Get them off the list for now. I feel like there's another one maybe another two we could stick on the list.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Paul says it looks fucking shit, so we'll get rid of it. I say get that off. It's too far down to be still staying, I reckon.
Yeah, so Gotham Knights and Hogwarts are the ones where something had happened. The others that are on there, like Hellblade, I don't think we really expected that in 2021.
Well, we know it's going to be... Where they've been? Sweden?
Iceland.
Iceland.
They've been messing around in Iceland. But those were kind of up on the list just on pedigree, really. So it's not like we've got any negative news, so they won't be moved. That leaves us with 3 spaces to play with and get some new games in. Now, we don't have to use these spaces. It would be a disgrace if we didn't, really. We'll probably get kicked off the air. But one thing I think we said, and this will keep coming up, is especially this year, and this list isn't restricted to just this year, but it has a knock-on effect, there ain't a lot fucking coming out. We picked the worst year to start this.
Yeah.
It's fuck all.
Fucking 29. No, when was that really good year? Was it 2017?
2017. They were all good. They were all good. And then this year's just been... It's a disgrace.
That is true.
It is an absolute disgrace. But there's 3 spaces up for grabs that we're going to try and fill today and get some new entries on. Hogwarts binned off. It's been punished for having negative stories coming out for release dates and whatnot.
Did you take Rise off?
Yeah, Rise has come off, yeah.
Right, so that's it. Has anything else come out since? No, that's it.
No, so on our previous entries, we had Hitman, which came out, which was a position of 7th. That came out and was decent. The Medium, that was a position of 16. That's obviously come out. And then Monster Hunter Rise, that ended up on 9th when we added that in. So that's the 3 games that have come out. An average kind of open critic score of 83. So not a terrible haul if you were going to put these games on a fantasy gaming list. And there's stuff that we missed and didn't have on the list at all. So Little Nightmares 2, Outriders, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, Persona 5 Strikers and Nier Replicant, which has only just come out.
And It Takes Two?
We completely missed It Takes Two. I don't think we even talked about it.
I don't think we did.
No, and I said this when I was talking to Adcock about it because me and him played through it. Like, that's a poor marketing job, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't look interesting at all. I had no idea that it was going to end up being as good as it was. And
did that other one sell well? The Way Out.
It's okay, but not like blowing things away.
He was like, he became a bit of a meme, that fella that made it, didn't he? I forget his name now. With his
Ferris,
with his quote about "fuck the Oscars."
Yeah.
So I thought off the back of that might have boosted his.
It gives him a fucking boost.
It's a fucking boost. And yeah, after seeing reviews and listening to your pod, I was like, cool, we haven't missed a stinger there.
Yeah, but I blame EA. Poorly marketed. No, really, the reviews kind of saved it. In the end.
Get it on Game Pass.
It will. That will come to Game Pass probably within the next 12 months. So we're completely laughing there. So I think for me, the big game that could get added onto this list and is in prime position now, thanks to some very late in the day previews, which came last week. final previews for Returnal. Now, obviously, it's only going to be on the list for 4 days because it will be coming out Friday. But
Oh,
it wasn't. It didn't make our list to start with. I
cool.
wasn't too hot on it. I was like, I don't really get what this is. I kind of like what it looks like, but I don't really know what it is. They're asking for 70 UK pounds. Housemarque, whilst great developers with some great pedigree, I don't really love their games too much, and this felt like a bit of a stretch. But particularly the previews that we saw last week, it's got me hyped now. Where it could even get purchased on a day one if then reviews come in. There's no real disaster with it or problems. So
God.
for me, it's an easy candidate to put on the list. It'll be the shortest run of any game on here, but it needs to have its merit because once it comes out, it'll get a little star next to its name to say it was on the list. And I think that's
very
what I
good.
think that's what Housemarque care about is getting that star.
That's it. If
Alan loves stars, so he's not going to say
a
no.
merit, a Kes merit.
Yes. Okay. What was those other things? You get a merit, and if you got
Oh,
4 or
was it
5 of them, you got credit.
5? Oh, yeah, that's it. Credit. Yeah.
Was there one up from that? Could you get 5 credits and something
Yeah, 5
else?
credits. You get a lengthen from fucking Abel.
Producer Hall, no. He would have got plenty of credits. He was a little boffin.
Prefect.
He
Prefect.
was. I think he was a prefect, wasn't he? Yeah. Also, was I to be fair, but
Well,
Hall was proper boff, so he would have got loads of merits and credits.
yeah.
And I don't know if there was a step up after that.
No, I can't remember to get that fucking. I can't remember. Kenner is on there already, Hall. Kenner's 19th it was.
Yeah.
Headwork Teachers Award, Year 7.
Mm,
Blimey.
I think he was in the top 4% for maths or something. Some bullshit stat that will come out with.
Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Elden Ring's not on the list either. So we'll get to these, but for now, Returnal.
Returnal, yeah. See, yeah, I said to you, I texted you, didn't I? I said, to be honest, when I first saw this game, I was like, to end jobs, not interested. In Europe. And and yeah, I weren't really interested. It felt like it was just another one of these games where, what is it, like this death loop type of thing where it's just going to be a continuous cycle. I was like, do you know what? I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
And then the sheep I am, I watched these new previews. I was like, oh, blimey, look at this gameplay. Metroid.
Yeah, they said Metroid.
Metroid vibes.
Hades.
Hades vibes.
With an alien aesthetic, and I was like, right.
That doth tickle the bollards. That does.
That does.
So, yeah, I've watched a lot of that stuff. It does look really good. The trouble is that £70 price tag. I found it for 60 somewhere.
Even that, though, I mean, putting aside the £10 or $10, wherever you are, price hike from Sony's first party offerings, if this was just the price it was last year, which would have been RRP 60 or whatever, this still feels expensive. I don't know why. I think it's just because Housemarque's games previously had been budget jobbies.
Well, that what was that fucking game? What was the day one game?
Resogun?
No, the PlayStation 5. The one that was shit. It was like Sword Godfall.
Oh yeah.
I saw that the other day for like 25 quid.
Yeah,
that was 70 like 4 months ago.
Yeah, rumor has it that's coming to PS4 at some point, so that's not the next gen only title.
Good riddance. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, it looks really good, and like you said, it ain't fuck all much. Well, I suppose you got what's it called, Village, but you know these Resi games are like 7 hours long, so that.
Well, the thing I've heard again going back to Village is that it's going to be a big boy.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing down the grapevine. That
imagine that 30 hours of pure jump scares.
That would be a bit too much. That's the trouble. Well, Resi 4 was long. That weren't.
Yeah, that's true. That was a longer one, wasn't it? 7 was like dirt slow. I think 6 was as well. 6 and 5. 5 was about 12 hours. Yeah. 6 was about 7 hours.
Yeah, I think 12's kind of a sweet spot for most games, really. But
then you got Creed 200 hours. Fucking hell.
Yeah, Bit much.
Sick note.
Where are we putting Returnal then? Does it breach the top 5? I'll happily sacrifice Mass Effect if you don't want Ratchet and Clank to be affected. I don't think Resi should be bumped out there, but
No, I'm still quite hyped for Mass Effect. Like I know that does hinder it, knowing that it could
they're
be
200 hours each.
Yeah, they are. To be fair, I do really want to go back to them because I haven't played them since the X360 days. So it would be nice.
Go and play them on PC, and you can play them again.
I don't think I ever did play any on PC.
No, I didn't.
The rightful way, maybe. Personally, for me, it'd go 6th.
Fucking hell.
What do you want? Do you want it to break that up?
I want Mass Effect to be punished for putting too much lighting in.
Yeah, that's true. There's like one DLC that's not coming as well, and everyone's going, "Oh."
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was now.
I think it was Tut.
Was it? I was going to say.
Yeah. All right.
What do you reckon? Knock 5? You can if you want.
Well, people are saying now, is it day 1? And I was like, if on Thursday the reviews drop and it's high 80s, breaching the 90s, that's it. It's a slam dunk for me because I didn't really know too much about it, and now we've got the previews out that give a little bit more of insight. If it's the narrative's anywhere near as good as Hades and it follows a similar sort of format, I'm going to be all over that.
Yeah.
But Mass Effect is a juggernaut. In the interest of being somewhat diplomatic, and because it's coming on late, there is definitely it's new information where we might overhype it and put it too high.
Yeah.
6 is probably fair, in all
6
honesty.
if it comes out and it gets a 4 out of 10.
Well, that's the thing as well. It could just be wind and piss that they've fucking, they've put on there. So it's not a slam dunk, which is highly possible, but it will stay on there for 4 days or whatever it is. Wind and piss. It could be. I mean, fucking Cyberpunk previewed well. Look at this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
disgusting.
Yeah, it was very good previewing.
It was.
And has a lot of people a lot more people on board. Yes. Certainly got us. Yeah, stick it 6th then. Get that in.
Yeah, 6th. It's gone. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let that off. I don't think the others are gonna. Another thing, actually, looking at Ratchet and Clank, it's not a direct sequel to the 2016 game. It follows on from the 2013 one.
Cool, blimey.
So I don't know what they're doing there. That's sort of put me off it a little bit.
Yeah, that's annoying. There was a film as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was pretty much what the reboot was in 2016. It was the same story pretty much.
Cool. 2
more spots. So if anyone in the chat's got stuff, we'll definitely consider them. Now, go on.
Clarky said about Elden Ring.
Clarky has said about Elden Ring. The one thing I would say about Elden Ring was it didn't make the cut last time. All we saw was a screen. But since then, we have had leaked trailers showing running horses across fields and perhaps a full open world. Yeah,
there was some leak, wasn't there? There'd been no mention of a 2021 date at all or anything, is there?
Yeah.
Oh no! Amazon puts a place.
Yeah, it ain't good enough.
No, so Dark Souls with horses. Yeah, I mean, like there will be hype for it. It's a fucking. It's a decent game. It will be a decent game because of the pedigree and just the fact that slops on there. Martin. After
it'll take 20 years though. He'll be dead by the time he gets it out.
Sits there writing fucking about dragons, and then he's like, "Right, I'll get one of these games in." FIFA 2022 says Sutton.
Yep.
Ain't getting on the list, is it?
No, that's not. Unfortunately, new Pokemon Snap's not getting on. Oh, actually, the new Pokemon game is a good shout from Paper.
So is that the new one? Was it Arcadis or whatever it was called? The open world one. That's 22, isn't it?
Yeah, but I want. Yeah, that's Pokemon Legends are
Legends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Arcadius.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But you also have, which is this year, is the remake of Pearl and Diamond.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Don't put that on the list. Don't need to be playing old Tut like that.
Reimagined.
They're not going to make this next shortlist.
I mean, there is some pedigree up here. They weren't even the good ones. Well, that's rightly said, to be fair.
Yeah.
Tokyo, Ghostwire Tokyo. For some reason, I feel like that game is just doomed. Didn't like the lead woman, just like, she was like brilliant at E3. She just came
Gone
off
now.
dead. She
Sacked.
just fucking left it. She went, no.
Alan sacked her, but that's way too hype. Get her off my stage. And that was it. She's gone.
So there is, yeah, some.
Twiddle Wat Warhammer 3.
Whatever.
But yeah, I don't. That Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, we spoke about a lot. We didn't put it on, but that's gone down the shit pan. And Halo Infinite is on the list. Prince of Persia's not on the list because it looked like fucking dog shit.
Or Diablo 4. I know these boys don't like a Diablo, but
I played Diablo 3 and it put me off. It's hard for it to get on the list, unfortunately.
I liked it, but fair play. Yeah. It is difficult to put any of these on. Overwatch 2. Yeah, that's in the bins now. Fucking.
Well, now Jeff's gone. That's
Jeff chucked it.
another doomed project. I'm sure it'll be fine. But my view on Overwatch 2 is I don't need another Overwatch game. I'm happy with the original Overwatch. Although they did say or suggest that it could have a campaign, which is kind of what I want out of that crap. Skyward Sword remaster. I'd rather stuff that up my arse. I ain't got time for average Zelda games. Like, that's going to upset a few people.
Oh, was there Mario Golf? Cool.
Yeah, Mario Golf's on here. Super Rush. I might just put that in the top 5 to annoy people. I mean, bump off like Elden Ring and Zelda for Mario Golf. Super Rush.
Avowed.
Avowed's on there. We got Avowed on there.
Yeah.
So we're laughing. Right, it's 4 or so games that's been plonked on there. So let's go through those. So we've got Back for Blood, which I've got from the bins. Don't
What's
know
that
about that
fucking
one.
I hasn't got no release date, but that fucking Division Last of Us hybrid. The Last Day or something in it.
Oh. I just finished Outrise Adkins. I don't need more loot. Is it another looter shooter?
Think so. Looks like that. You know, did you show it in the video? I think I showed you it.
I probably didn't watch it.
Probably didn't.
The day before, Clark.
Before, that's the one. Day before. But again, no release date, so I don't know. It might just be a thought.
It could just be an idea that someone's chucked a trailer out for.
Monkey tennis. Yeah. So I don't know. There's
right. Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
On or
Yeah.
not?
No, Back for Blood. It's made by Russians. Back for Blood. Is that the one that's Left 4 Dead? Is it the OG Left 4 Dead people?
Yeah. That's been delayed, but
No more Heroes 3.
No.
Get in the bin. That game looks fucking dreadful.
that's no good.
Adcock loves that shit. Stalker 2. Rapists.
They're banned.
Again, more Russians.
That is, yeah. Behind enemy lines.
Back for Blood.
Only 2 spaces, don't forget, so we can't waste them on 2.
I'm surprised you're not into that one, what Hall's just said. Age of Empires 4. Does that tickle your nipples? No.
No.
Not a chance.
If it ain't Command and Conquer, I'm not playing it.
Red Alert.
Red Alert 1 and 2. Yuri's Revenge. Expansion. Dan. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Right. Let's sort this shit. So Returnal's gone on.
Returnal's gone on. It's gone in 6th.
Oh, yeah, hasn't it? Cool. Straight up the list. We got 3 more, did you say?
Got two more spaces.
Oh, 2 more spaces. Far Cry's in very high as well.
Far Cry is in at 12.
12. Back. What we got then? So we got Back for Blood. Chivalry 2.
No, that does look. To be fair, Chivalry 2 doesn't look too bad. Like, it's a
Chivalry my timbers.
big multiplayer game. It's basically like Battlefield, but in medieval time. Like,
Cool.
it's just huge. It looks quite goofy in that, but it's not. It doesn't look terrible. But
I ain't even seen the new logo yet, but then there's a new Battlefield. Chuck that in.
yes, that's true.
Rainbow Six Quarantine. That got chucked in the
That's
bin.
fucking dog shit. Yeah. I mean, the chat's run dry. I'm gonna ignore them now. To be fair, put a few, like Pokemon Legends. I'm just going to call it now, and so that's going to go on. Whether you
Right,
like,
yeah.
if you really like it or not, that's going on there.
Yeah, it's going to have to go down below because
It'll go in at number 1, right above God of War.
New World. Is that Amazon game that Paper's been banging on about?
He hasn't even got the staying power for Valheim, so he's not letting New World go on a hype list because it ain't getting looked at.
Didn't Amazon bid it? Or they
binned a few of this shit. They binned a lot of stuff, but that's still coming apparently.
That's still, oh god. Paper still paying for the premium of that.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it. Pokemon Legends, Arceus, Arceus, whatever you call it.
Up the arse. Legends up the arse. Still going on.
Chuck a number on.
Yeah, chuck it on.
This could be the Pokemon game that everyone's wanted.
Well, this is the thing.
It could be a lump of shit because it looked like it ran like donkey piss.
Where's Halo Infinite on your list? Now?
It is now 13th.
Right, chuck Pokemon at 14th.
14th, so it's above Gotham Knights, which is fine. I think we're okay. Yeah. And above Beyond Good and Evil 2, the Callisto Project, Fable, and Kenna.
I haven't seen enough of all that. Kenna, I don't know. I feel like Kenna should be higher up.
The thing is, it got pushed again, didn't it? So I think it's going to get another hype cycle, and I think it might be able to climb.
Because I tell that last trailer we got, or whatever it was, where it looked incredible. Did look really good. And that's Crufts. That's bottom of my list on here, the old one, before we took stuff off.
That's it. Pokemon Legends in. That's gonna be in there for the long haul.
Biomutant. I feel like that game's been like
around
being
for
developed.
Years.
Yeah, I remember that being announced on the 360. Everwild. What was that Everwild? That's that.
That's that. Xbox game that looks about 16 years away. I think it might be Rare actually. I can't remember.
Yeah, is it Rare? Oh yeah, it might be actually. Back from the dead.
Trouble with some of the stuff that's getting chucked out is that they are just screens. They're not real things. They're just and you can say that about a lot of the things on these lists. But...
I was going to say, well, we've got Avowed. Senamu's Saga, I suppose.
You got
Ragnarok. We've had a logo. That's it, basically.
But we have a previous game because these are all sequels. Pretty much all of them are almost all sequels. So that's you've got a reference.
Avowed, new IP. We got tiny trailer.
Seen a lovely trailer of some gameplay.
To be fair, that is down on the list. That's what's that? 11th, 10th.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything really of Biomutant or Everwild. Saw a lot of hippies talking about it.
This is the thing; they've all this stuff's gone quiet, so it's not going to get on here. So
the big ones are
we need E3.
Yeah, we need E3 to get the thing, but maybe Back for Blood can go on.
Bloody hell, ahead of like Elden Ring?
Well, I've seen Back for Blood. There's been what's it called? Elden Ring. Not seen fuck all. Yeah.
Salmon fuming, Clarky fuming. You can upset people.
What do you reckon? Is this one more space? Has things gone on at the arcade?
We have one more space, unless you want to put. I don't think this is the thing. This is the common theme. There isn't really a great deal that's got enough information out there. I'd say that's worth going on. Back for Blood. I mean.
That's probably the game we've seen. Yeah, it's not one that I'm overly hyped for. It's just a game that's I've seen the most stuff. It's had a beta in it or whatever, alpha, whatever it was. What else has been mentioned? Chivalry. Yeah, I feel like these Master Race boys. You have chucked a lot of shit out.
The chat have ruined the podcast. They've. I don't normally look at them, to be fair,
No.
but they've spoiled it.
To be fair, those games that have been mentioned, I completely forgot about.
There's a couple, yeah, for sure, but there's mostly shit from them.
Skyward Sword, like, I don't know.
You get to decide this last one, so I'm going to hang this on your head.
Cool. What am I more hyped for?
What about Indiana Jones?
Cool,
Screen.
indie. Screen chat. See, again, I think we talked about this last time. If this is a Xbox's fucking their attack on Naughty Dog, and they're gonna give us a fucking Uncharted-esque game, then
It might be a text adventure for all we know.
Disco Elysium style. Can't polish return. No, it is. Kenner's on there. Kenner's done. Kenner is involved. For me, it's out of Mario Golf and Skyward, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, a real stinker.
So Prince of Persia is not going to get a second chance.
Biff will be livid. Biff ain't even watching. How many Nintendo games we got on this list of 20? None. Apart from
Wild.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Now
Yeah.
Pokemon. Got two.
Oh, that's two.
You got two.
Two. Right. Goods Outlaws. Never heard of it. Nintendo Weebs. Yeah.
Stop looking at the chat now, they're banned.
Right. Mario Golf or Skyward Sword? I feel like Mario Golf is going to be fun, a real fun to play. What's his name? Zelda will be a bigger game, and I'll be interested in it because I didn't play it on what's it called? I bought it for Wii and never played it because that fucking motion shit. But people do call it like the worst Zelda, so. Don't know. Go with Mario Golf.
Christ, Super Rush. Upset the
Super
apple
Rush.
cart.
Really have. Stick that right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Stick it there. Yeah, because I'm more hyped for Kenner.
Oh yeah.
So what's the bottom four?
Bottom four is the Callisto Protocol, Fable, Kenner, and Mario Golf Super Rush now.
I'd say Kenner's above Beyond for me.
Oh yeah, I think Kenner should be moved up. Should Mario Golf get moved up above some of these?
Oh
screens?
yeah, that's true. Well, we ain't put Tiger. Well, you're coming at me with all these fucking Master Race tours.
Most Master Race only games aren't good enough.
No,
That's
giving me shivery.
That's the quote. They're not up to snuff. They're all in early access for one.
Yeah.
Although Disco Elysium was PC only for a while, and that was excellent.
Right, so we've got a 20 now, then, haven't we?
We've got a 20. So if you want to move Kenner or Mario Golf off the foot of the table because they're first to go,
Yeah,
goes
Kenner's got to go up. Kenner's got to go.
Can it go above Gotham Knights?
Yeah, just under Halo, I'd say.
Yeah.
Put it there. Put it right there.
Easy as that. 14th. Upgrade for them. I don't think there needs to be any more shuffling.
Nah. Yeah, that's pretty set in its ways.
Right.
Where's Gotham sitting?
It is 16th.
16th. Right, yep. I think that's pretty set.
Yeah. Done. Yeah. Right, so here's the final list.
Right, hold on. Let me get a fucking notepad right up in here.
Get a spreadsheet.
Oh, I don't play that game. Right. I don't play that. Shoot. Go.
So, number one, this is the hype list update. So this is the new 20 games. God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Number 2, Horizon Forbidden West. Number 3, Resident Evil Village / Resident Evil 8. Number 4, Ratchet and Clank A Rift Apart. Number 5, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Number 6, Returnal. Number 7, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2, or the next Zelda game that's set in that world. Number 8, Final Fantasy 16. Number 9, Senua's Saga: Hellblade 2. Number 10, Dying Light 2. Number 11, Avowed. Number 12, Far Cry 6, that's Criminal. Number 13, Halo Infinite. Number 14, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Number 15, Pokemon Legends Arceus, or whatever you fucking pronounce that. Someone help me out with that next time. Number 16, Gotham Knight. Number 17, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Number 18, The Callisto Protocol. Number 19, Fable. Number 20, Mario Golf Super Rush. Propping everyone up.
Yeah, I've done that purposely. There we go. Right, I've got the list on the PC. No more looking at phones. List done. Right. So yeah, I'm happy with that, to be fair.
Yep. I mean, I think the next one will be post E3, because there should be new stuff that's coming in the next 18 months, 2 years that might, put their fucking mark on here. And there'll be some stuff that's been delayed or dropped off, or we might see, I don't know, we might see Avowed in action and go, that looks like fucking donkey shit.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to E3 this year.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah,
just because we're starved of releases this year, so it'd be nice to see what's coming down the pipe. Also, see what else has been fucking delayed as well. That's the trouble.
Yeah, there will be some sickener delays. But yeah, we're supposed to have Far Cry 6 by now.
What has happened to that? It's just dropped off the radar.
There was two Ubisoft games, and they were like, right, we're going to delay that. They just completely chucked it. Yeah, it was that. Was that in Prince of Persia, wasn't it? Was it them two? Both got delayed. Is that Ubisoft? Yeah, isn't it?
I wasn't listening, sorry.
Ubisoft, Far Cry, and Prince of Persia. I think they both got delayed at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Prince of Persia got shit on, basically, when people saw it.
Not even on the list.
No. Well, when you get crapped on that badly, you have to move it back.
Yeah. To be honest, I weren't even that amazed by the original game.
Poor Biff is livid hearing that.
How that's getting remastered copies.
I'll clip it for him.
Clip it, send him. So yeah, I'm happy with the list. Some good ones on there.
Yep.
Trouble is, we've got a lot on here that are just titles, and we don't know. But that's the fun of it, because this is a shift in list that can change.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, that's the thing. Is DLC allowed? We've got Cuphead DLC.
Well, Cuphead DLC would never get on there, so let's just get that on there. But yeah, DLC I think today. I think the example you said last time was, what about if The Last of Us did a little expansion thing? I was like, I think they would be put on there. But to be honest, DLC these days, like, you don't really, other than Creed, you don't really get it. And I'll tell you what, none of that Creed stuff's going to get on here either. That's not.
Oh, Wrath of the Druids, Livid.
Well, what's that about? Wrath of the Druids. That don't sound like England.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Look after those.
Yeah. So. Yeah. No, I think that's a good list. I think we're set.
Yeah, and look, when E3 announces, I'm sure things like Diablo 4, Elden Ring, we'll see more of these games, and that's when...
Look at, what's it called? Returnal. It weren't even on the list. It's now 6th.
It's now 6th, and it should be top of the fucking blocks, but I was banned from putting it there. But so things do and can do change, and E3 will be the big one. I'm expecting a lot of games to be pushed. I'm expecting stuff like Beyond Good and Evil 2, and we don't see anything of that because it's fucking vaporware, to be just taken off the list outright and replaced with things like Elden Ring, a Diablo. I mean, if Metroid 4 ever exists, if a Starfield trailer gets dropped, I mean, Dragon Age 4, there's Bayonetta 3, if that comes back from the dead. There's all this stuff that's just sitting there lurking. We just need to see something of it.
Yeah.
And then they'll be back in action. But that's that. That's the update to the hyping list, the first one we've done. And we'll be back post E3 to update it again and annoy the chat with our poor decision making.
We'll get some more games like Mario Golf on there. Maybe we even get...
Yeah, what was that Hot Shots Golf? Is that coming out? Can we put that on there?
What was that other game?
The Golf Club.
Club game.
2011.
Golf Story. There was that Sports Story.
Sports Story, yeah. I mean, again,
Top 10, that is.
I'm not even going to say Sports Story won't be on there because I
To be
like
fair,
Golf
that was,
Story.
yeah, Golf Story, good 20-hour slogger.
That was very long indeed.
Slogger.
But that's that. That's the gaming hype list update for April 2021, or the first update. We'll be back post E3 to do it again,
Yep.
and I'm expecting big changes there. Like
Huge.
when God of War is inevitably delayed, does that get it knocked off top spot? Does
That's
a gameplay demo of Horizon Forbidden West put it up onto the starting grid? Returnal, Mass Effect, Resident Evil will all be out by then, so there's new slots opening up. Final Fantasy 16, does that get a look in?
Yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot about that other game. What was that?
What, the
What was that game?
remake?
No, the game. Oh yeah, we didn't even mention that.
No, well the thing that I'm looking forward to Integrate, but I've not played the OG one, but not like tickling me balls about it. So
What was the game that everyone thought? Well, I certainly thought it was Final Fantasy 16, and it was like it was called like Project something, and then it got a new name.
oh yeah, Project Athia or something.
That's
Yeah,
the one. Yeah, and then it got a new name. I can't remember what it's called now.
yeah, that'll be
That
another E3 one, I think.
Yeah, because that was just
It was called Project Athena.
that's it.
Um,
Forspoken. That was it.
Forspoken, yeah. Again, sometimes the names scare me. And but again, if that makes an appearance, there's tons of stuff on there. This is a holding pattern, as you will. So a bit of a pointless episode if you sat through that.
Yeah.
I make no apology for wasting your time. And all those cretins in the chat, take that. Mario Golf makes it on there and beats out the likes of Elden Ring and No More Heroes 3, which were getting touted. So that's what we can do. Wind up the best fans in the world. Anyway, let's call it off.
Yep.
If you're watching or listening, thanks for your time. And ta-da.
This was a Dimp Digital production.